Well, welcome back to another random video. I just did a quick video on this light that I'm about to show you, but I wanted to do a video here on what I've been working on. This is well, I went crazy with my old mower. Let me back up. I was about to just give up on it. I was going to sell it to my sister-in-law for 200 bucks because I was so pissed off at it. I think I paid like 1,600 or 1,800 bucks for it about 7 years ago. It's an old Ariens mower, and it was just falling apart. And I decided I was just going to give up on it and go buy a new mower and finance it and pay for it forever. And then I just kind of had a dose of reality and decided to fix it instead. I realized that Ariens, the website for Ariens, has so many parts that you wouldn't think they'd have on there for reasonable prices, and they're actually like 10 bucks to ship everything. So I'm going to show you what I replaced. Obviously the spark plug, that's a no-brainer. Did that, and then also what I did was, this is the plunger. This actually sits in the deck lever. Let me show you over here what I did. First thing is this plunger button here. This is what I was dealing with before. A screw screwed into the top of it to push it down because I couldn't raise and lower the deck anymore. This was only 10 bucks on the Ariens website. And oh yeah, I also buffed the hell out of it with rubbing compound, and I waxed it and did a bunch of crazy shit to it to make it look like new again. But this little bugger is a pain in the ass. This is a press rod. It's a press fitting, so you have to hit it with a chisel 10,000 times to get it to set. But once it's all set, it works perfectly. So as I push the button up and down, that actuates it up and down. So that's repaired. That was the first thing that was bad. Second thing that was bad was this discharge chute was completely screwed up, and I'll show it to you in a minute, but all the mounting up here was all busted. I had no spring anymore, so anytime there would be a big clump of grass, this would shoot up, hit me in the face. I got a pretty big yard, and a lot of sticks, so that was always a bitch. Hated that. Another big annoyance was it'd be finicky to start. I would try to turn the key and it would just click and click, and the starter wouldn't engage. So I cleaned all the contacts on the starter. I also replaced the hood, which was totally jacked up. This mower sits in my little shed out back, and it's got lofts in it, and I would get lazy, and to get parts out of the lofts, I would stand on the mower like an idiot, and I dented the shit out of it, and what that actually did was cause this to bend down, and it got the motor all screwed up and dusty and shitty, so I started running like crap. So I decided to replace the hood. I got the hood for, I think 60 bucks on Ariens website, free shipping, which wasn't bad. You have to reuse your old plastic insert that holds the headlights in, so that's the only thing that's annoying there. Here's the old grass catcher. And there's this piece of plastic back here is busted, so the spring wouldn't stay in anymore, so I think I got this for 20 bucks. I added the light to the front of it. I just did a video on that, separate video. One of the biggest annoyances with this thing were the tires, and actually, let me back up. This box I wanted to go flat free. I'm tired of I have big bougainvillea plants in my yard, and whenever we trim them, somehow the thorns end up in the tires. I have no idea, even though we clean up all the clippings. So I bought these. Well, these are the wrong size. I didn't measure the offset of the hub length. So I have to return those, but I finally found a set that works from Marathon, and they're exact replicas of the air-filled tires, but these bad boys, flat free, no air. So they'll never go flat. And this was my biggest problem with this mower. Every single time I'd mow, I'd have to air up the tires. They would leak out by the time I was done cutting. About 4 months before that, I had replaced all the tires with new tires. Had all new. You have to reset the beads when you put tires on these things. So I had that done over at Tires Plus. Paid all the labor for that. So when they went flat again, I said, you know what? I'm done with this thing. I can't see putting more and more money into it when it wasn't that much money to buy in the first place. These things become kind of throwaway. But then I started thinking, that's just kind of part of the problem. Everyone just decides to you know what, this doesn't work, that doesn't work. Instead of taking the time to fix it, they just buy something new, and then this would just go to the, you know, garbage, or, you know, the junkyard, or, you know, some guy would buy it on Craigslist and probably mistreat. It just goes on and on. So what I try to do is, instead of being one of those people, I wanted to be one of those people that fixes it. So I'm glad I did. It's in really good shape now. It looks new, which is awesome. I never thought I'd be waxing a mower, but I did rubbing compound all on the body of it, all in here, and I buffed it, and it looks exactly like this brand new paint does on the hood. This is a brand new hood, so it looks perfect. I also cleaned the crap out of the motor. Made the motor look like new. Like I said, put all new connections on the starter, starter solenoid and the starter, so it fires right up, which is beautiful. Cleaned the gas tank, that was disgusting. And I did this yesterday. New air filter and new pre-filter, that's behind that, so that's all new and clean. Just an overall improvement on the whole thing. So yay to me. It's fixed, and now hopefully I'll have a good mower for another 5-6 years. I'm probably going to do the belts on it this winter, if you want to call it that in Florida. When the grass starts slowing down, I'll go ahead and redo the belts. Oh yeah, I also put on a new new steering wheel. I had an old Grant steering wheel on here that actually came out of this, the Mustang. When I first bought the car, it had this steering. Actually, yeah, it had this steering wheel on it here. And this thing was just looking dingy, so I got a used one. You could buy used stuff on Amazon, which is awesome, but I got this wheel for 15 bucks shipped, and the only thing was just an open box, which I don't care, it's going on a mower. So total investment on this I think was about $160, and maybe actually $180 if you include the tires, under $200. And now I got a brand new running mower instead of just selling it for 150 to 200 bucks, which is what I was going to do. The hydros in it all work really good. Everything works really good. Now the deck was the biggest issue. I didn't even know you could replace some of this stuff. I thought this was kind of throwaway, but it's not. And the best part about this thing is that right there, made in the USA. So I definitely want to keep stuff that's made in the USA. There's the model number on it and the serial number. You know, assembled in the USA, which is awesome. Hopefully everything's still made in the USA. I have no idea, but yeah, that. So fire it up for you so you can see. Pretty cool, not a bad improvement. So if you guys are kicking around the idea of getting rid of your old tractor, don't. I'm sure most of my followers would think I'm crazy for even thinking about getting rid of something like this. So you can turn a bunch of old crappy parts into good stuff and fix it up. I used my basic wiring kit to wire in the light and just did a good old overall improvement. So thanks for watching, guys. Remember to rate, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you later.